Hello friends, and welcome back to my crafty space. My name is Crystal, and in today's video, I am going to be working on project planning using the July Stories by the Month from 2020 from Ali Edwards. So this kit, there will be an unboxing over on the Ali Edwards blog, which I will put a link to down in the description box below. So if you haven't seen the unboxing yet, I highly recommend checking that out so you can see everything that is included in this month's kit. However, I do want to point out that one of the things that I am most excited about in this month's kit are these really large cork title pieces. These are so fun. The largest one measures 6 inches wide, which makes it perfect for adding on top of a 6x8 photo, a 6x4 journaling card, or you could go super big with them as well. So I'm really excited to get those onto my projects this month. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and put you on fast forward while I get some projects planned using this kit. Every month I try to leave enough product for myself to do one or at least one project life spread in the month of the kit. So I am going to set aside anything that has the word July or is representative of July so that I can use that when the month occurs in my project life. But then my other products, I am going to work on coming up with some more generic stories. So that's what we're going to do here. So let's go ahead, get you guys on fast forward. I will dive right into all of this, and then once everything is done, we'll slow back down to close out for today. All right, friends, so I'm going to start out this planning session by going through all of my cards and pulling out anything that has anything to do with July on it. So there's one that had July stories, there's one that's just a repeated July looks like this, and then there's this is what July 4th means to me. So all of these different sentiments and patterns that really lend themselves to the actual month of July. And that's going to become what I will use for project life when July actually happens. Then I took my chipboard and went ahead and punched that all out. Now the backing is not super awesome for the chipboard, meaning it doesn't punch out very well. So I just take the negative piece totally off and then cut around the outside of the rest of it in order to keep them all separate. I do know that Ali Edwards, the company, is looking for a solution to that so that that doesn't continue to be a problem. So soon we will go back to having easily punch outable chipboard pieces, and that makes me happy. So the next thing I'm going to do is figure out how to use all of these large cork pieces because I definitely want to use those as titles. The first thing I thought about was pairing some of the July, 4th of July-ish type sentiments with the word celebrate. And then there's a little tiny chipboard that says the 4th, and using that to tell a story about a past 4th of July celebration. I think that would be really fun. Then I really love the way that the outdoor adventures and the sunshine is everything cards pair together. And I love the idea of using that to talk about summertime play. So I'm going to use the cork pieces that say summer and play. And then there is another tiny little chipboard piece that says just this. And I thought that that would be really fun to put in that title as well. Then I've got it's kind of like wonky circle pattern journaling card. And it's got that coral color in it that matches the coral in the Today chipboard, along with the little details card. I think that those would all pair together fairly well to tell a story. The card at the bottom there that says, I think it says love this, maybe. It's like a lighter blue color. I like how the scale of the word relax looks on top of the white space of that card. And then I also put in the chipboard that says finding a new routine to talk about a story about, what is our routine now at this point in the month or in the year. And then I also just put the word sunshine on its own. I have an idea for something to do with that later with the stamps. And then I also added the stamp set with the sun chipboard piece to use to tell a story as well. So lots of ideas this kit was really fun and colorful, and I love the colors of this month's kit, and I love the sentiments included in this month's kit as well. And I just, something about it felt really inspiring and encouraged me to tell more stories this month than I typically do with my Stories by the Month kits. So I'm showing you here what all I'm going to add into my pocket for a Project Life spread. So I've got a bunch of cards there, some chipboard pieces, not a ton, but some. I'm going to add in my title there that just says Project Life and the week number that I want to use that supply packet in, and then I put it all in one of the zipper pouches and set it to the side. So next, we're going to work on this spread here, which I am calling Delighted. So it says, I think the card says something like things that are delighting me right now, or delights right now, or something along those lines. So I thought that this would be a really fun opportunity to just look through some of the photos that I have taken in the recent weeks and find a story relating to Jonah that feels delightful. So it's not necessarily a specific story I want to tell. It's more a general feeling of a story I want to tell. And then knowing that feeling, when I go into my photos, I can find photos or an event or something that has happened recently that feels delightful, and I can tell that story with the product. So I have the space to add a photo, I have the space to add some journaling and the chipboard piece, and then just kind of call that one a day. Next, I want to tell a story about summertime play or summer play. And for this one, I am likely going to put this inside of Isabella's album. So I'm going to do a full page photo and then layer the summer play title on top of that using that little chipboard piece that says just this. And I'm thinking I'll add that over the open circle of the A because I like the way that that all pairs together. And then on the opposite side, I can put in a divided pocket page, use the sunshine at the bottom with an additional photo and some journaling, put some journaling on the outdoor adventures card, and then pair that with one additional photo in the 3x4 section. So this one will be a little bit more photo heavy, but I thought it would be another great opportunity to go through, look at some pictures that I've recently taken, and tell a story about playing. Like, what does playing look like, or outside playing specifically look like for Izzy right now? Next, I have a story that I want to add into my general family album. This one is another that's just going to be a look at photos and find something that goes with the feeling. So that tends to be a theme specifically for this month, is to come up with a general story idea, and then for the specifics of it to go to my photos to find specifically what story I want to tell. So I'm thinking I will use a photo at the top of a 6x8 page. I will add journaling at the bottom, and then I will create a stamped section of paper that I can add into the middle as a divider between the photo and the journaling, and then put the sunshine word above that on top of the photo. So something that's just really simple and very editorial, but that can also tell a really fun story in a fun way. So I'm looking forward to telling that story. This one, I am thinking, I pulled out a 3x8 page, what I want to say, like orientation sketch area, but I really want this to be more like an outside of the page protector traveler's notebook size page. So probably 4.875 by 8.25. The reason I'm choosing that sizing is because I want to print a full page photo and then add the journaling card directly on top of the photo in some kind of white space. And then to add journaling inside of the circle, put the relax word right where you see it now, and then the chipboard piece there at the bottom where you see that now. So I'm thinking I'll just look for some kind of photo that signifies, what does life look like right now, like literally right now, and one that's got a lot of white space to help me tell that story, where I can add the journaling card directly on there. So I think that one will be fun. This one is going to go inside of my niece's story album, which I am creating a 3x8 story album for her that documents her first 12 months of life. So what I'm going to do is to use a full page photo on one side with the chipboard, potentially put a tiny phrase sticker that says something like, "You are my sunshine." There is one on that sticker sheet. And then on the opposite side, to use the stamp set to create some title pieces where you can have the little details stamp from the stamp set there, and then have sections of journaling underneath that stamping. So I think that will be a fun way to just tell some kind of summary story, or just a random story as well. And that's one that I'll ask my sister-in-law to provide me with a photo and then some journaling about, a random story that's happened recently, or a random, something random, which is often a request that I send to her. For this last one, I thought it would be really fun to go big and do a 12 by 12 spread. I have been loving working in this 12 by 12 size in my own personal style, which is much more clean and grid-like, and easy. Easy is key. So what I'm thinking I'll do is to print a photo that will go at the top of my spread, but not cover up the entire thing. So I basically want there to be a photo with the 3 cards underneath, which you'll see here as I sketch it, what that's going to look like. Then I can take the title piece that says celebrate and layer on the chipboard piece that says 4th, put that right on top of the circle of the B, and then have that be over top of one of the photos. So I'm thinking I'll go back into some older photos from 4th of July, maybe from, a couple years back, and tell the story about what we do for 4th of July and why that is our tradition. And then use the remember card to go ahead and add the journaling onto the spread. And then that will be that one. So super simple spread, but I think that it will turn out to be really, really pretty. And then that is going to do it. So I'm going to pull back over all of the stories, and then we'll go ahead and slow you guys back down to close out. All right, friends, that completes my planning process for today. So out of this one Stories by the Month kit, I actually ended up with 6 different stories and a week of project life, which is a lot. That's a lot more than I normally get out of a kit like this. But I felt like a lot of the sentiments could be broken apart and used for different stories that are maybe not necessarily July themed, except for the one big story that I want to tell about a past July, or a past 4th of July celebration anyway. But yeah, I don't know. I guess I just felt inspired by this kit this month. So I am looking forward to getting these stories told. I hope that you enjoyed seeing this planning process come together. If you did, I would love a thumbs up on this video down below, and make sure to hit that subscribe button so you don't miss any of my future content. I will have an additional video coming out today, which will be a process video for one of these 6 stories. And then throughout the course of the next month, I will be putting together the rest of the stories and releasing those process videos for you guys as well. All right, well, that is going to do it for me for today. So until next time, I hope that you have a wonderful rest of your day, and I will catch you in the next video. Bye, friends.